again. Two for the price of one. Okay, so while we're on the subject of the royal family, Kaz Penn again asked, in regard to one of my readings that I had put out, right? She said, interesting, what about the royal family? This was the clones that I had done, okay? So clones are the real, that was the name of it, right? So, and Cassie said, interesting, what about the royal family? Are they clones, reptilians, good or bad? So I thought I would ask. Okay? So once again, Kaz, thanks very much for all your comments. And we'll get started with the reading and see what comes through. So are the royal family clones? Are the clones? See, I'm feeling as if they're no clones. I'm feeling as if they're reptilians, and I've always felt that. You know, when I kind of woke up and I started to do more research now, because when I started here just at first I had no idea what was going on. But I'll ask them if they're clones, I'll ask them if they're clones. I'll ask if they're clones first and then reptilians. The cat's woke up, by the way. Oh no, she's just shifted and trying not to wake her. So she's still quite young, so she'll get up and she'll start climbing and things. Right, so are the royal family clones? Are the clones, oops. 1, 2. Oh wow. Right, are they clones? Oh wow. I'm just going to say what I've seen, right, and what I'm getting. The royal family of old are gone. They're gone. Okay, hold on. Can you say it again? Right, the royal family as we know it are dead. So the royal family that we knew and some loved are no more. They're away. Yep, I would say, yeah, I'm having a conversation. They were like a burden on society. It's not answering if they're clones right enough, but they had kept humanity down so much that we couldn't see them for what they were. They've still got a lot of strength. They've still got a hold on this country. Well, the UK. The UK is obviously, as you know, Scotland, England, Northern Ireland and Wales. That's who makes up the UK, United Kingdom. So they've still got a lot of clout. But I don't see it as in them. I see it as in people around about them as well. But there's been a breakthrough. Humanity's broken through and can see them for what they are. Some of the younger ones are feeling trapped. Do you know what I'm getting like? Oh, I can see them in front of me. Eugenie and Beatrice. They're trapped. They know what's going on. but they can't do anything about it. And now, I think, Eugenie, I think she's the one that had the wee baby, she's fearing for that baby. Yep. The ones that we knew, as we knew them, are dead. They're dead. They're not as feared. They used to be feared, well, revered and feared at the same time. Still no asking, no, still no telling me if they're clones right enough. The Queen still holds a lot of power. She still holds a lot of power. I'm not getting them as clones. I'm not getting that as clones. I'm really not. They came here for another dimension, I'm hearing, which would fall into the reptilian. It would fall into the reptilian. They're trying to tell me the name of them. It's, do you know, I always tell you what I'm getting, right? So it's as if humans aren't the only ones on the planet, and we'd be quite arrogant to think we were the only ones that existed, right? So they're showing me, and I've done this, I've done readings. I kind of know that there's star seeds and star children coming to Earth just now to raise the Earth's atmosphere, and I know that. But they're trying to show me what these things look like. Do you know, it's as if I'm not getting them as clones. I'm not getting them as clones, I'm getting them as reptilians, right? But not all of them. Not all of them are reptilian. That's odd. Not all of them are reptilian, right? And some of them are evil. They're evil. Evil. I'm getting that the people who know what's going on are feeling very, very guilty. They've got, some of them are half human, and their human side is always battling with the reptilian side. Do you know what I'm getting, like Eugenie and, is it Beatrice? That side. They're feeling guilty, and they're always in a battle. To get away. But they'll never get away. Never get away. I'm hearing some want forgiveness for the children. Forgiveness for the children. Do you know, Diana's come through, right? Now, she came through before, and she's saying they're not all bad. They're not all bad. She's obviously talking about her boys, but she's talking about her nieces and nephews. Nieces. And she's saying they're not all bad. They're not all bad. And she's worried about Harry. She's worried about him. But she's saying to me that she always would be worried about him. She always would be, because he was always going to have a hard time, she's telling me. Her energies around him, obviously William as well, and her grandchildren, the energies around. She's saying there's a lot of secrets are going to be exposed. A lot of secrets are going to be exposed. I wasn't expecting Diana to come through. The public, she's saying the public are going, well, she's not saying the public, she's saying it's the public, but she's saying something different. She's saying if the public are going mad just now, just wait, she's saying. She's saying some of them it's been their destiny. That's what they're destined to do. And she's saying you can't change destiny. You can't change it. For good or bad. For good or bad. They're trying to get a perfect society. They're trying to, it's like the perfect timing to come out and tell, it's humanity she's saying, to tell humanity what's going on, and it's, they're trying to, you know, these entities are trying to get it's like something to do with perfection. They've perfected something. It's not quite nice, but they've got it down to a fine art. And Diana's asking for prayer. Prayer. She's saying, I wasn't expecting it to come through, but she's saying, if you think what you've been through, what humanity's been through just now is bad, just wait till they see what's to come. So I'm getting that this isn't over yet. This isn't over yet. She's saying Harry's out, but she would like William and the children to get out. Oh, that's 2. Oh no, that's 3. But she's saying they're in too deep. They're in too deep. She can't see it because she says they're in too deep. Oh wow, okay. There's something, Diana stepping back, there's something frozen in time that's going to get exposed, and it's been buried deep underneath for a long, long time. And this is what the elite and the guardians of the dark, she's saying, oh no, she's coming back. The elite and the guardians of the dark, she's saying, don't want out. Because if it ever comes out and humanity finds out they're finished, and they know that they're finished, so they're trying to keep a lid on it. They're trying to keep a lid on it. It's something to do with their riches and how they get rich and how they enrich themselves, and how they live a long life, how they manage to live a long life. If that ever comes to light, and humanity, she's saying humanity, and humanity ever finds out, it'll be game over. It'll be game over. But there's a good man. There's a good man who he tried his best, and he's still trying his best to expose this, to expose it. He's always known about it. She said he walked in those circles, but he pulled back. He pulled back, and he's been trying to expose it ever since. She said now it's up to humanity. It's up to humanity to explore more than they know. To explore more than they know, to open their minds, to stop believing what they're told. Because all what they see, all what they hear isn't necessarily true. It's not true. They're being, what's the word she's trying to say? I would say taken for a ride, right? But Diana's saying something else. I would say taken for a ride. She's not. She's saying, say that if that's the way it will come across. Taken for a ride. Being deceived. Being deceived. Humanity's being deceived. I always tell you what I know, okay? And I know that. I know that I'm a way up in the 5th dimension, so I know what's going on. And being back in the 3rd dimension is quite hard. Oh well, okay. Seek and you shall find. Seek and you shall find. She's saying. And she's saying, tell them that. Tell them, seek and you shall find. She's showing herself. She always shows herself to me the same way, right? Her hair's short the way it was, kind of wee flicked out. Her white blouse and her jeans and boots, and that's the way she always comes through to me. Seek and you shall find. She says, I don't know if you can see this in this card, right? There's a big sleeping giant. Do you see it? I'll point it. Right, I hope you can see it in here, right? And she's saying, poke the giant. Poke. Keep poking, keep poking. She's talking about light workers and truth seekers. I've got to watch what I'm saying. And she's quite, her energy is coming through, and she's quite, like, no brash. She's not, never been brash, but she's quite kind of keep poking it, poke the giant, and she's saying it that way. Keep doing it, don't give up when the going gets tough. Keep going. And she says there's cracks appearing. There's cracks. She's showing me cracks. There's cracks appearing, and they are. She showed me like a fort, right? And this, like, see, they've put the drawbridge up because obviously the awakening's happening. So she says she's saying the establishment, right? This is what she says. The establishment have pulled up the drawbridge because there's cracks appearing. She says, but there's more than one way to get in. There's more than one way to get in. And poke the sleeping giant, but be prepared. Be prepared. She says, but know that you have help from above. From above. Well, I wasn't expecting her to come through. So this was the royal family clones, and she's saying no. She's saying no, they're not clones. And she's saying they're definitely not clones, and that's the way she's saying it. They're definitely not clones. Oh gosh. She said they're shape-shifting reptilians. And that's the way she said it. Right, so this is the overall clarifier. So that's the same as the prayer. Meditate, and contemplate. She's saying, I'm thanking her for coming through because I wasn't expecting her to come through. She's she's saying, go for it, go for it. She's talking to light workers and earth angels and you know, empaths and people that are working with the earth's energy, because that needs a lot of work as well to raise the vibration. She's saying to raise the vibration, and she's saying, but be prepared, because when the dam, she's shown me a dam now, and it's like poking wee holes in the dam, and when that bursts, there's going to be a lot of people coming. A lot of people are going to be so distraught when it all comes out that they're going to come to like light workers and mediums and, you know, like truth seekers and, you know, people that know, and they're going to be wanting answers. She says, but right away they're going to be demanding answers. This is what she's doing. They're going to be demanding answers right away. So be ready. She's saying that we've had good grounding, and those who have done research and know what's going on have had help on the way, and will be helped to cope, even from the galactics. And she's still saying that there's a bit of a war still going on. The war's still to be won, but we're almost there. So I wouldn't say they were clones. I would say they were they're coming across as reptilians, okay? So I'll leave that with you, and I'll thank Diana for coming through. She's with her son. She's with her son. She's around Harry just now, and she's saying, I always knew that was going to happen. I always knew, because I think she's, the way that she's explaining, the way that she's showing me, is as if she prepared them. She prepared them for what was to come. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, and I'll be back with readings. Okay, thanks for watching. Oh, my goodness.